Van life. It's been defined as the continuous, everlasting voyage of living in a van. And if van life is calling you, then you should check out vandoit.com. Van Do It can be used as a primary vehicle with 7-passenger seating, convertible to a camper van, or anywhere in between. Go ahead, give our site and blog a gander. We assure you, it's going to make you say, you Van Do It. 816-944-2229. Or check us out at vandoit.com.
I'm Gary.
This is Austin.
And we are Midwest Mics coming back at you from the U-Click Studios. We are live on the U tonight, going live with our show. And no net, just live and in living color. And we got Jim back there behind the scenes as always.
I didn't have my mic up. We're on Facebook Live tonight, fellas.
Facebook Live.
Facebook
Big
Live.
Time. Big time.
Hey, guys. What do you think? Yeah. What's the quarterback thing? Sunshine.
Yeah.
I don't know his real name,
Yeah.
but I know I said you're Sunshine. He said, I've heard that before.
Yeah. So sitting next to us now, we just talked to our starting center, Joe Krause. Now we have starting quarterback Ryan Bolin. Find him on Twitter at Ryan Bolin 2020. That's Bolin. And if you want to check him out on Twitter. But thanks for coming in tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Scooch up a little bit, talking to the mic.
All right.
There you go. Don't be afraid to speak up.
Okay.
Yeah. Just just like we, kind of talked to Joe about the captain process, and you just found out today you're gonna be a captain for this year's team, and our 2019 campaign. So same question: how does that feel? And talk about how what it means to be selected by a group of your peers.
It's awesome. It's an honor. I feel like I've worked very hard up until this point, and I've been trying to be the best role model I can. And it was an awesome feeling knowing that they voted for me, and it makes me feel. It gives me confidence, with the team, and I think it. Yeah, so it's good. Good, feels great.
Yeah, definitely want to. The team needs to have confidence and trust in you being QB1. It just. That's an important position. You're stepping in, didn't start last year, not necessarily because of anything you did or couldn't do. We just had a senior. But, now it's your show. And how have you kind of transitioned? Because the quarterback position is probably the biggest transition from our flexbone system,
right?
From your first 2 years to now what we're doing.
Oh, I mean, we were talking about this today because in practice we've been running Gardner's offense and they run a flex bone, so it kind of reminded me. And it was a very big transition. You go from running the ball 90% of the time to an occasional, 2 routes, and just like 1 read, to now, having sometimes an empty backfield and having 5 reads to make. So definitely this off season was big and for me just to get more used to it because we had a year on my belt of it now. But off-season training with Hoover, just going through progressions, stuff like that. And I definitely think last year it took me a game or two to definitely get used to it. Even in practice, just getting in that game scenario, it's much different. So, I think I prefer the spread, 10 times more, just because the way I play, I work better, feel like I work better in it. But it was definitely an interesting transition, but I think it's been good. It's been a good transition.
Yeah, I mean, from watching you, from a freshman all the way up, now going into your senior year, I feel like this fits your skill set a little better, than previously what we were doing.
Yeah.
And last year, obviously, with you playing all those JV games, I saw you get more comfortable in it, as we went along. Coach Gagnon, who had called plays for us when you were a freshman in the flex bone, and then calling them last year on the JV. You guys kind of got in a rhythm there, and we were able to rattle off 7 straight wins on the JV. So
yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was. Hopefully, we can start off with a W this Friday.
Yep.
But going into Gardner Week, again, a game we lost last year. How's the preparation been on the offensive side of the ball this week? And how, in your opinion, how have the plays kind of been coming together?
Good. It's definitely going to be interesting because we're running a lot of new stuff. In the off season you obviously do the vanilla offense. You kind of keep it. So we got some good things coming, and I think definitely as this week alone progressed, our players have definitely gotten better at repping stuff and remembering stuff. So I think we are very prepared for it, and it should be great. I think we're going to do great. So
yeah, how is the transition? Obviously, the connection between head coach and quarterback is, very important. Mm-hmm. And so how has the transition been, since Coach Hoover took over about a year ago this time and, your connection with him?
I think it definitely helps. He's a quarterback heavy, guru coach. So that connection automatically. But it's been really good. I've worked, like I said, like in the off season, I worked with him a lot, and that's definitely brought our bond together. And I think we're on the same page. And I feel like if I can't run something or I'm uncomfortable, I can go to him and tell him or ask him how to better run the play or read my progressions. And he's definitely been a huge help. My game, I feel like, has gone way up because of him. He's a really smart guy, and he really knows what he's doing. So. Having him there and our bond, it's been really good, and I think it's going to be, for the better, that we have a close bond, and yeah.
Yeah. How excited are you for Friday?
I'm ready. I'm so ready. Like, I just want to get there now. I just want to play now.
Little nervous starting your first varsity game?
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a little, it's a good team. We're playing a very good team. They got some ball players. So, nervous there. I feel prepared. But definitely have those first game butterflies.
Yeah. I mean, I think we all do, even coaching 17 years as you're always, I feel like always this week, I feel like, man, I wish we had one more week to get ready for the game.
Yeah.
I don't want another week, but I always feel like, man, we're not ready. There's this to do.
I've been your friend for a long time, and it's like that. Every week I'm like, you guys ready for Friday? Oh no, man, it's gonna get gotta work on this. I'm not sure. And then like the game happens, and he was like, "Oh yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're good." Like last week he was like that, and then you guys had your jamboree, and he was like, right. "Oh yeah, we looked a lot better than I thought." I was like, "I told you." Every year you're like that, where it's like, "I don't know if we're ready," but that's just the work ethic and not perfectionist, but you know what I mean. The work ethic coming out in you, where you're like, "Man, we can always do better than what we're doing." Right. Which you can always learn something new. So. I'm excited to see how you guys do this week. I'm excited to watch it on uclicktv.com.
Yeah.
Are you going to be in the man cave?
Huh?
You going to be in the man cave?
No, I'll be at work, but I'll be watching on my phone.
Yeah. We need to get a Roku for your work, so folks can come in and watch on TV.
Are you buying that?
I'll just bring a Roku. I got a Roku over here.
There you go.
There you go.
So obviously Gardner week, big week. Big game, first game, but and there were times this summer, he knows where, especially defensively, which is more where I'm focused on.
Right.
I was pretty frustrated losing the guys we did, especially on the defensive line. It was tough. It was a struggle, but how was your relationship, last year with Andy Maddox, our starting quarterback? What are some things that you kind of took away and learned from him, last year?
Andy had a really calm demeanor. He was always focused, always ready before games. He never looked unprepared or nervous. He probably was somewhat nervous, but he didn't show it. And he always looked like he knew what he's doing. And me and Andy, my role under him was more, to help him out, help prepare him. So it was good. He was a good ball player, and it was good watching him, learning from him, making smart decisions and being a leader. I learned a lot from his leadership. So it was good sitting under him, and obviously he's at Michigan now, and I feel like I learned a lot from him, and I've become a better player from him too.
Awesome. I'm excited to, just kind of kick the ball off Friday and see what you got. I mean, I was fortunate to see it last year first up, up close JV, but it's gonna be a little different. Friday Night Lights and. I have all the faith in the world. I know you're going to do a good job. I know all the guys are going to do a good job. And, So being a captain, being a leader, being the quarterback, what are some things that you see as your role in that?
Team morale, especially at practice. Like tomorrow, having a good practice, having energy. I feel like some of the practices it feels kind of dead, and keeping that up, keeping heads high, especially for the guys who aren't playing a lot, making sure they're cheering us on, on the field, because I know what it's felt like to be on the sideline. It's easy to talk and mess around, but like staying focused, and I feel like us captains, like it's our job to keep everyone focused and keep everyone excited, and then having like disagreements and things are going to go wrong, obviously, and not letting the team fall apart from that, because I know it's not out of it's not like they're not trying to cause a problem, but we're competitive. We're a very competitive team, and when it doesn't go your way, it's hard. It's easy to lose track and get really upset. So keeping everyone together is definitely something I'm going to work, try to do. So
fantastic. A little bit about how he was talking about how I'm always thinking like, man, we could do this or we can be better at this. I feel like that's really our entire coaching staff. I mean, I feel like each of us are always like, man, we could do this differently, or we could try this, or we need to rep this more. Do you see that? Coach Hoover, kind of a perfectionist over there sometimes when you guys are running plays?
Yes, he is very much a perfectionist, but it's why we're going to have success. The little things can make him mad, and he wants to see it perfectly. If it's a miss, I know I've been doing some blocking things this week with our fullback, and when he takes the wrong path to it, or backside a route is run wrong, or something's not done, it's like we reload it and do it again, and he likes to show it from his perspective to me, especially if I run a progression wrong, have my eyes in the wrong place. He likes to just do it himself to show me how he wants it done, and it's definitely helped us do the small things, all things is something he says a lot. So
yeah. So we'll get you out of here on this. Favorite football memory at Shawnee Mission East?
I would say my favorite is last season. I feel like a game people didn't talk about was the Olathe East playoff game. The nail biter, watching that from the sideline was a lot of fun. And then I would say from a playing standpoint, the Harmon game in the playoffs was a lot of fun because I got to play a lot, and we threw some, and we did really well against them. So yeah, that was probably my favorite.
Awesome. Well, we're going to do good on Friday. I know that you guys have put in the work it takes to be ready. As a coach, I always want, one more day or one more week, but not going to get it. Friday night's coming.
No, but you guys are going to be fine.
Yeah. We'll be fine. So thanks again for coming down, Ryan.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, and we'll be right back with Nate Jones.